Now let's try to finalize our books. Can you see now? So firstly, I'm gonna come here to the messenger fees. Remember this messenger fee, can you see, it's like, for example, it's an income to us. But at the end of this day, this messenger fee have been paid out of our business bank account. So what we need to do, we need to come this side and we have to make sure that we paid this messenger fee directly from our business bank account. So it means we need to go to the business bank account and make sure that we show that we paid for this messenger fees. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure that I go to the business here and just wait. I'm just gonna go to the messenger fees and I'm gonna pay this. I'm just showing you that I paid this out of the bank account. So I'm gonna say I paid out of the bank account. So it means I'm just gonna say, you see, so you see now. So this means this messenger fee has been paid out of the business bank account. So I must also go to the business bank account and make sure that I show that I paid messenger fees. You can also call them disbursements, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go to the business bank account. So you see, if I go to the credit side, it means I decrease the amount of money. Can you see now? Because remember, the messenger fees are paid by us in the process of collecting the money. So we don't have to call our client and say we are paying. So we use our own bank account in order to pay. That's why we had to claim it back thereafter via the books. So but at the moment we're just showing you that these messenger fees have been paid out of the business bank account. That's why if you can go and check here, we did make sure that we show this in the books. Can you see now we said Sylvester's attorney here? Sylvester's attorney here, you can see here, this is the 88. So in other words, it's like we build them. But here we're just showing the cash part of it to show that the cash has been taken out of the bank account. Okay, so thereafter we are going to try and balance the books. So when we balance the books, so I'm just not going to balance the membership, this messenger fees and the fees account. So I'm just going to come here and focus on what, on the Sylvester's attorney as our client. I think you remember very well when it comes to this kind of information. When you go and close off um, the especially the business one, so you have to go and check which side is the biggest. So if you can check, the biggest side is this one, which is going to be 495 plus 88, which is going to be 583. Can you see now? 583 is the biggest side. So remember, that's also balance the account and you put it both sides. 583. Remember how to balance the account? The biggest side must appear both sides. That's how we must make sure that we balance the account. Okay? And thereafter, we just have to go and check the difference between the two sides. So the difference between the two sides. You see now? That is the transfer that we're going to make between the trust and the business. I think by now, guys, you understand we've been talking about it for some time. So it means I'm going to come here, the difference will come here, and this difference will be what we call the transfer. And remember, the transfer will always take place between the trust and the business. So that's why I wrote like Sylvester's trust. But let me just say, for the sake of understanding, can you see now, so that you can understand what is going on? So I will put it here in brackets just to show you that this is what a transfer. No, just to give you the additional information. So we transfer between the trust and the business. So that's the difference between the two sides. So at the same time, we need to go to, because we said Sylvester's attorney's trust, we need to go to Sylvester's attorney's trust on the opposite side. Remember, here we recorded on the create side, and here we must take these to the opposite side of what, of Sylvester's trust. So we're gonna go to the Sylvester's trust and make sure that we record on the opposite side. So I'm going to go to the debit side. You can see I'm going to the debit side and to the trust Sylvester's. I'm going to come here to the debit side and I record that amount. Can you see now? I record. And Can you see now? Sylvester's business. Remember, like I said, this is what? This is the transfer. Okay. Very easy. Transfer. Always the same way. Transfer. Okay. Just to give you more information. Now, the transfer is from trust to business. Always the case. And remember, the transfer must also be taken further. From here, we must show the transfer between the two bank accounts, meaning from the bank account, from the business bank, and not from the business bank account, from the trust bank account to the business bank account. So what we are going to do here, I'm going to come here and we make sure that we do the transfer. This transfer must also come here, but it must go to the business bank account. Can you see now? Remember, the transfer must also take place between the two bank accounts. This is also a transfer. Let me just write transfer so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Okay, very easy, very easy. That's the transfer. Okay, the fact that we said business bank account transfer, it means we must also transfer to the business bank account on the opposite side, meaning the debit side. So I'm going to go to the debit side and do this transfer once again in the business bank account. But I'm going to show you that the transfer is from the trust. It's from the trust bank. So in the business bank account, I'm going to come here to the opposite side here. You see now? Let me just try to show you now. Here, from the credit, I'm going to come here and put here on the debit. You see now? It's a transfer. Okay, it's a transfer. Just like that. It's a transfer. Now, so the transfer, remember, between the trust and the business, and thereafter between the two bank accounts all the time. Okay, that's how to deal with the transfer. Okay, so we did our transfer, and what is next? The next thing is to go and check our Sylvester's itinerary trust. So again, here we must balance the account. Remember, the biggest side must appear both sides. So if you can check, the biggest side is 3.3, so it means 3.3 will appear both sides. So it's going to be 3.3. It's balancing the accounts. Let's see. 3.3. That's the biggest side. It must also appear on the other side. Remember, the biggest side will always be the total of the smallest side. So that's why we must write both. This is how to balance the account, and the difference will be, because this is the biggest side, the difference will be on the debit side. But the question is, what do you call that difference at the end of the day? Okay, the difference is what you will pay the instructing item. Okay, the difference is what you will pay the instructing item at the end of the day. So that is the amount due. Even if you can check on the statement, you'll find it. So the difference between the two sides is 2,800. It's going to be this amount. If you balance it, it's going to be this amount. Can you see now the amount due? This is the check that, or the check, or the EFT that we gave. Remember, this is what we collected here. This is what we really gave in the form of cash. Can you see now? It shows that we gave cash of how much we paid Sylvester's item here. I'm just going to come here on the credits on the debit side, and I'm going to show that this is the amount due. And so I paid. I paid. Now, this is the amount due. So say trust bank account 288. Can you see now? So we paid out of the trust bank account. It means we must also go to the trust bank account to make sure that we paid this amount of money. Can you see now? So obviously you need to go to the opposite side from debit to credit, or again it shows that when you pay from the bank must decrease on the credit side. So you must come here on the credit side and show that you did pay Sylvester's. Now you did pay Sylvester's. So You can also show for more information that this amount is that amount due. You see, this is the amount due. Just like this. So it shows that you paid. You paid. So you collected this, you deducted whatever you have deducted, and you paid the difference. That's why the statement is also communicating the same thing. Now, when you come to the bank account here, which side is the biggest? Those amounts, these sides are the same. So we're going to say 3.3 here, because if you check there, then you add the other side, you also get 3.3. You know? And then you just have to say 3.3 here. That's how to balance the account. Okay. Just like, okay. Can you see now? So this everything that we did here comes, it must correspond with the statements. Can you see now? These 280. So everything is here. It's just that here is just a statement. This statement has been analyzed under what? Under these accounts. Very much important. Can you see now? Very easy, guys. I hope you understand, guys. I hope these videos are making a difference. So what you, the least that you can do, guys, please just subscribe. Please, I'm here. I'm just asking, just subscribe, please like and share, and then so that we can grow the channel. Okay, remember, I'm just doing this for you guys. So just like, you've got nothing to lose. Just subscribe, you've got nothing to lose, because I realize that many people who are viewing these videos are not subscribers. Please make sure you go and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next videos. All the best, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.